It's Monday, I'm parked right in front of Whole Foods, and I'm about to go grocery shopping. I recently had my second baby, Jack, and I like to eat meals that are higher in protein to help support natural, sustainable fat loss without feeling hungry. And eating more protein was one of the main reasons why with my first baby, after that pregnancy, I was able to pretty easily and sustainably lose 20 pounds of fat. So now that I am postpartum, I do have 15 pounds of fat to lose. I'm going back to those basics of focusing on high quality sources of protein, fat, and fiber. But currently my fridge is empty, so I'm about to go into Whole Foods with Trevor and our son Jack. Sage is back home being watched by her Gigi, and we're going in for a massive restock. So I want to share with you guys what it is that I'm buying, as well as the meal ideas that I'm actually making for this week, so you can get an idea of some really tasty and delicious high protein meals that are also high in fiber and can be supportive of fat loss journey. If you guys are new here, my name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance. On my channel, I share the science-backed and delicious details to help you achieve your weight loss and wellness dreams. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Today's video is also sponsored by Gem, but more on them in a bit. Now, before we dive into the groceries, I want to give a huge thank you to today's sponsor, Gem. Gem is a really cool whole food multivitamin supplement, and I'm typically not a fan of most multivitamin brands because they usually use low quality ingredients and fillers, or they use ingredients that are not in their bioavailable forms. But I was really impressed by Gem for using whole food ingredients while still covering so many nutritional bases. Plus, it just tastes so good. I personally hate taking capsules, but gummies are usually just packed with added sugars. I love that Gem is a chewable supplement that actually is packed with nutrition, and it actually tastes great, so I look forward to taking it. It's slightly tangy, slightly sweet. I love it. Gem believes in eating vitamins the way that nature intended. Each of their bites are packed with over 20 whole food vitamins, minerals, superfoods, prebiotics, and probiotics to help fill the gaps in daily nutrition. I love that Gem is not only a chewable vitamin, but it's also made from whole food ingredients like fermented chickpeas for vitamin K2, quinoa sprouts for B vitamins, turmeric for inflammation, and pumpkin seeds and trace minerals for zinc. Gem takes a holistic approach to health and uses whole food ingredients that work best together to be best absorbed by the body. It tastes great and makes taking a daily multivitamin supplement super easy to remember and enjoyable. And right now, Gem is offering a special deal off for your first month. So head over to dailygem.com/autumnbates and use my code autumnbates at checkout. I'll also have the link down in the description below. All right, guys, we just got back from the grocery store. I'm gonna show you guys everything we got, but I just wanted to meet baby Jack first. Say hi. He's a little cranky because he woke up from his nap while we were at the grocery store. So I'm gonna go put him down, and then I'm gonna show you guys everything that I just got. See, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Okay, so for my postpartum weight loss journey, I'm really focused on eating protein, fat, and fiber, but really specifically protein and fiber. I found that loading up on those two, especially for this portion of my postpartum weight loss journey, has really helped to prevent hunger with breastfeeding, which has made it easier for me to make progress with my weight loss journey. Now, first off, I got a couple of things of milk. I use milk every single day. Whole milk has actually been found to be inversely associated with obesity, and it's very packed with nutrients, so especially for right now while I'm breastfeeding, it's a great food for me to have. Now, I got two milk brands that I don't usually get because these were literally the only whole milks that I could find right now at Whole Foods. There's like a massive shortage going on right now of seemingly like everything in the grocery store. Now, I use whole milk in my coffee every morning. I also use it to make my protein chocolate milk, which is something that I have along with either my breakfast or my lunch. It just combines my chocolate protein powder with milk, and it's 0 added sugar. It tastes so good, and it provides me about 28 grams of protein, which is crucial for a body recomposition and fat loss journey. Now, I also got a lot of low glycemic load carbs. So things like strawberries and cauliflower to have with my meals. Low glycemic load carbs are typically going to be more nutrient dense and more blood sugar stabilizing than high glycemic load carbs. So you get a lot more nutrient bang for your buck, especially since I am working toward a fat loss journey. Oh man, These strawberries are fresh. I can smell them. Sorry, I got so distracted by that for a second. Having the low glycemic load carbs is very helpful for feeling satisfied throughout this process. In fact, this is something I talk a lot about in my body recomposition program, how to structure your meals with the proper amount of protein, fat, and the right types of carbohydrates depending on your goal, whether it be fat loss or if you are working toward like a muscle mass goal or a fitness goal. It's the program I used to help me lose 20 pounds postpartum with my last pregnancy. So if you guys want to check out that program and the meals that go along with it and the meal plan, I'll have it pop up right here somewhere. So I've also been loving kale lately. Kale obviously is a low glycemic load carb, but leafy greens, dark leafy greens like kale have actually been found to be some of the most nutrient dense foods in the world. And I've been making a kale salad with homemade pickled red onions, spicy olives, and then some balsamic and olive oil. It's so good, so refreshing, and so filling. Okay, now usually I make my own beans. In fact, you can see for meals this week that I'm actually currently soaking some chickpeas so that I can then cook them and make my own. But I don't have any white or cannellini beans. And I'm also using something that uses black beans for tonight, so I won't have time to make them from scratch. So I got cannellini beans and black beans. Especially during a weight loss journey, I like using beans as my source of starch because it is fairly low glycemic load. It's really blood sugar stabilizing and it's packed with fiber. So 1/2 cup of black beans has about 6 grams of fiber. And if I'm having about 1 cup of black beans at the meal, then that's about 12 grams of fiber, which is a lot. That's like almost half of what I need in a day. And it helps to really boost the satiety of the meal. So for tonight, I'm actually making these chicken tacos with the cilantro, lime, crema sauce, and then pairing it with black beans that are sauteed with onions and garlic. It is so good. For the cannellini beans, I'm making these pesto cannellini beans. I pair it with cauliflower and then I make meatballs with it. Oh, amazing. Tomato for a burger bowl that I'm making this week. Some carrots, which also are low glycemic load. And then for the true like traditional types of proteins, I like to stick with mostly ground beef and then chicken right now, at least for dinner, just because it's so easy. Right now, there's just like no time for anything. So I want to make fast, easy meals that I'm familiar with making. And these two sources of protein are some of the ones I'm most familiar with and also can be whipped up pretty easily. So for the ground beef this week, I'm making meatballs. And then I'm also making another day a kefta. So I like to make kefta burgers, which kefta usually has things like fresh herbs like cilantro, maybe some turmeric, some cumin, mint. So tasty. You put that all into the actual meat and then you grill it. And then I'm pairing it with this Greek yogurt sauce that has cumin and lemon in it. So very fast, very simple, and protein packed. For the chicken, I mentioned the chicken tacos I'm making, but I also have extra because I've been making that one chicken salad with kale lately. So I like to prep out multiple of these so it lasts me like 3 days at a time. That way I can just quickly throw together my salad when I'm ready to have it each day. What else do we have? More berries. So with breakfast, I've been having berries, or if I want like something a little sweet after dinner, it's berries. This one's like my secret hack as of late. I've been getting these marinated olives from the olive bar section of Whole Foods. And this one's like a spicy marinated olive. It has a mix of green olives as well as Kalamata olives. And I use this as the fat portion for my salad. It is so tasty, but it also adds some fat and some fiber to keep me satisfied. Now this is not my favorite sweet potato. I usually like to get either Japanese or purple sweet potatoes, but I've not been able to find it lately. It's so frustrating. But with a couple meals this week, I am adding in sweet potatoes. Like I'm making a burger bowl this week, which is just a regular burger made with ground beef, but without the bread. So it's like a salad bowl that also has roasted sweet potato fries on it. It has onions, it has pickles, it has my homemade burger sauce. This one's actually from my limited release 6-week summer meal plan that's out right now. If you want to check out that meal plan, it's brand new. It has 50 brand new recipes and 6 weeks of meal planning, and it's limited release, so it's only available for a short time. I'll have it pop up right here somewhere, or you can find it down description below. But that's what these sweet potatoes are for, and sweet potatoes are going to be, depending on how much you use, between medium to high glycemic load. However, they're much more satiating than other high glycemic load foods like white rice, and they actually have some nutrient density to it. So especially since I'm starting to pick up my activity and I'm starting to walk more, I do want to make sure that I'm getting some of these higher quality starchy carbs to help refuel my muscles, and sweet potatoes are a great way to do that. Okay, another secret weapon of mine lately, red onion, because I've been making the best pickled red onions. They're like these homemade spicy pickled red onions that use cayenne pepper and oregano in it. I go through probably like 3 red onions a week because I put these pickled red onions on everything. It adds so much flavor without adding any type of like sugar. Okay, and then for my protein for breakfast, I'm mostly having eggs. Now we have chickens. We have 5 chickens and they're cranking out eggs, but we go through 8 eggs every day because I have 3 eggs in the morning, my husband has 3 eggs in the morning, and our daughter Sage has 2 eggs in the morning. So our chickens just can't keep up. So in addition to all the eggs that we're already getting from our chickens, we also have to buy eggs. Now this meal of mine hasn't changed since pregnancy and it's still working for me, so I'm sticking with it for right now. now. It's just the 3 eggs with the 1 slice of whole wheat sourdough bread. Now, true sourdough bread actually has a pretty low glycemic index, especially if you are using whole wheat. And we get it from a local bakery, so we know it's actually real high quality fermented sourdough. And then that's where I pair that meal with my chocolate milk, with my chocolate protein powder, so that I can make sure to add that additional protein, because 3 eggs only has about 18 grams of protein. More beans. I like to have feta cheese just always in the fridge because I add it to a lot of different meals. It's going to add some protein, but it also adds some high quality source of fat too. This week, I'm adding it to this like chickpea salad that I'm pairing with, I believe it is the kefta burgers. And then I also have some romaine lettuce that I'm using for the burger bowl for this week. Cilantro for that cilantro lime crema sauce for tacos. Broccoli, which I'm adding to that pesto bowl with the cannellini beans. Now I also got Spindrift, which is a sparkling water. They only add in fruit juice, so it's really low sugar. We also have a soda stream as well that we use every night. We have sparkling water every single day. We just love it so much. It helps us switch up our hydration, but especially right now, it's really hot, and this just sounded like nice and refreshing and kind of like a little bit of a treat. And if you guys want to check out one of my high protein breakfast recipes that I'm loving right now, especially to support a fat loss goal, you can find it with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love the science-backed and delicious information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out with new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, I'm gonna go put all of this away, and I'll see you in my next video.